Hello and welcome to today's lesson from the IELTS coach. Today I want to talk to you about how to boost your vocabulary score in the IELTS exam, especially in the writing and speaking exams. So vocabulary obviously is important for all parts of the test, and there is a common mistake that students make, especially in writing and speaking, that if they don't make this mistake, they can improve and increase their scores, especially for vocabulary. So let's look at what you can do to boost your vocabulary score in IELTS. And basically, I want you to avoid using words like you, person, or people, okay, in speaking and in writing. So I've got those words up on the screen. These words are not wrong. They are correct. You can use them correctly. But students tend to overuse them. You don't want to say it all the time. You don't want to say people, 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 people. Be more specific. Okay, so don't use those words all the time. You do want to be specific and say which person or people you are talking about. Okay, who? Is it a person who drives a car? Well, that's a driver. Is it a person who studies? Don't say person, say a student. Be more specific. Instead of saying people, people, people 3 times, use a specific word for that person. A student, a learner, a teacher, a tutor. Be specific about the people you are talking about. And remember that this is a chance to use topic-specific vocabulary. People or person is very general. It's not wrong, it's correct, but it's not specific to the topic. If the topic in speaking or in writing is about learning and studying, people, people, people is not specific. So use words that are specific to the topic, whether that is education or transport or shopping. Different topics will have different people that we talk about. Let's look at some examples. If the topic is shopping, okay, we can see there, customers, buyers, shoppers. Those are people who buy things. Okay, sellers, vendors, salespeople. That's who works in the shop. So instead of saying people who work in a shop, say sellers or buyers. And the next example we have is in education. So we looked at that before. Students, pupils, learners, graduates, if we're talking about university. Teachers, tutors, educators, okay, the people who teach you, people who work in a school. Don't just say people, people, people. Be specific. And the last example that I have here is for travel, travelers, tourists, visitors. So if the topic is talk about a city you have visited, don't say, oh, you can do this, and you can go there, and you can see this. People like this because, no, not you, not people. Travelers like this. Tourists can do that. Be specific. So it seems like a very simple thing. Just replace people with a more specific word. And it is simple, but a lot of students don't do it. What you can do now to actually practice this, go back and look at a writing task that you have done. Look at a writing task too, and notice how many times you use the word people. People, 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 people. Can you replace those? Not all of them. If you've got it 5 times, can you replace 3 of them with a more specific word, depending on the topic of that task? And we've got 3 examples of topics here: shopping, education, and travel. Can you make a list of other examples where we're talking about people? So I hope this simple tip will help you. It's not easy to implement. It will take time and practice, but it will boost your vocabulary score in the speaking and writing. So thank you for watching this video. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below and I will try to respond. Thank you and goodbye.